Start.
Bet. We in here. We up there on the good YouTubes and get a little sound check. Oh yeah, we rocking today.
1, 2, 1, 2. My mic sounds nice. Ain't that what Joe would say?
Miggity miggity.
Ladies and gentlemen. That's nasty.
We alive.
It's Sparks.
A young Trizz is live too.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, this is a super crooked picture though. Damn.
Got a gangster
On
land?
Instagram, yeah, we.
Got a gangster land? Hold on.
Well, I think it's one side is back, one side is forward type of deal here.
Back, forth.
Hello, guys. We'll be with you in just a second.
Damn, I do got the gangster land.
That joint got serious lean.
It's got the gangster land.
Wow.
Digging the scene with the gangster land.
Zulu Child, what up? We just in here getting the thing right. You know what I'm saying?
Down in the back.
Hold on. Yes, it is better.
It's still not good though.
It's good enough.
Right. OCD. All right, cool.
Bet. As long as we good on YouTube.
All right, yeah, we good.
Yeah. That's where the video lives.
What's poppin', man?
What up, man? It's the first time. I feel like it's the first time we did a regular show in a long time.
Yeah, because before I had the young surgery. I was out. You know what I mean?
And then we had a guest.
Then we had a guest.
I forgot we didn't have a regular show before the last one. That's why it feels like it's been crazy long.
I was looking like that. I got my wisdom teeth out. I was looking like that episode of Martin where he fought Tommy
The
Hearns.
Tommy Hearns joke.
Bro, I was out here looking crazy.
You need some sunflower seeds?
Dog, I was out here looking hurt.
He needs some milk.
That was me.
Yes, sir. You see, you guys got the gaming chairs. Indeed. You see them.
The Oracle chairs, as they're called.
Yes. There ain't no games being played over here. These are the Oracle chairs.
No
Available
games.
on soundoracle.net.
No games. I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Hey. So what's good, everybody? I guess we can go ahead and get into the show. We're going to run that theme song by Young Chambers, and here we go. Oh.
No, go ahead. You did. I just didn't pin the joint.
Oh, we got to pin the joint. Hold on. Hold. I do this right, man. I'll wait for you.
Appreciate
Bet.
it. All right.
Now we got it.
You are now watching the Unquantized Podcast. Tune in on Instagram or YouTube to build with the producer community. Live on Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern.
And
Extended EAs.
and scene.
Bet, man. So how was your week?
I ain't gonna front. This week was kind of trash.
Trash week.
It just, sad week, man. Just the weird vibes. I was kind of sick the whole week. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just, the circumstances was not a good,
That's a fact. So, of course, we're going to start out, man. R.I.P. Kobe Bryant.
Damn, man.
That was unexpected.
Gigi. Yeah, that shit is sad.
Yeah, that was just a big impact, and that was weird on so many reasons.
I found out from Oracle, which was weird because I was just on the internet, and then I had got off, and then Oracle texted me like, "Yo," and I had no idea. I think I'm like a Lakers fan
Right.
for one, and then two, I'm a huge Kobe fan. So that was just like, it was just crazy, man.
Yeah. So definitely, man.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
we're gonna try to keep it a little lighthearted because that shit is sad, man.
You know it.
Someone says recycle or trash week or rewired. No, that's facts.
Yes, sir.
That's facts.
Hold 1 second. Okay, bet. Hive Mind is in the building.
Young Hive Mind, what up, man?
Yes, sir. Do it for the kids.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Zulu said them all reds looking fresh and bright as fuck. Oh, appreciate it, man. These the Air Max 90s.
Yeah, look at you, man.
I got these joints a while ago, bro. I forgot I had them.
Not the 90s.
You were like find some shoes and you be like, damn, I do got these.
Right.
Yeah, that's one
You
of
know,
them.
in the back of the back.
Back in the back in the act.
Oh, at I Stand the collab. Oh, okay. At the I Stand the collab jump.
Oh, for real? Shout out to Outstanding.
Yes, sir.
Oh, he was at it when we got the news. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that joint is. Damn, man, I don't even like think about it, man.
I know, man.
Shout out to Young Busy Works Beats in here. What up, man?
What up, Busy? So, bruh, did you see? Oh wow, we got a lot of emojis in this joint. Young Realistic is in here, man. Did you watch the Grammys at all?
I did. I'm gonna say.
Were you blown away?
I feel like one, they were in a bad circumstance because of the Kobe thing, so the energy was already off, and then they were very boring. I was bored as hell with them Grammys. It was it's one of the ones where I'm just like, oh, I knew exactly who's gonna win.
Yeah.
Like I was like calling out like, oh, Billie Eilish, Lizzo's gonna win this. Yeah, it's like you know exactly what's gonna happen. I mean, Alicia Keys, you know, she does her thing.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's just very. I feel like we've seen it so many times. It's kind of like, all right.
She earned a check. And,
yeah. I think it's because she's been like the host of the Grammys like 4 years. It's kind of like, all right now.
Has it been that long? I ain't gonna lie. I haven't watched the Grammys in years.
You ain't really missed too much.
Damn. All right. Well, that's. Did y'all watch the Grammys? Yo, I'm about to say by show of applause. By show of hearts, who watched the Grammys?
Did you hear Tyler the Creator's speech though?
Yeah.
I thought that was really dope because one, I was happy he won, even though that album to me isn't really a rap album at all.
It wasn't a rap album.
And then
they ain't know where to lump it. I'm like, hey, you black and you rap once.
Yeah, so, it's a rap album.
Yeah.
But I did like how he talked about the whole urban thing and like, you know, like how it's like a polite way to say, yo, this is like black music. This is y'all over here.
Yeah, urban. Is it time to do away with the term urban?
You know, but here's the other part why, they were talking about on Brilliant Idiots. If we called hip hop pop, then hip hop wouldn't be as cool.
Nah. So I assumed urban in the beginning to mean cool, but if a lot of the people that were doing cool stuff were black, it could kind of be interchangeable. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
If we get rid of urban, we gotta replace it with something though. And I'm pretty sure whatever we replace it with in a few years will be just as offensive as urban.
It's gonna feel the same.
Yeah. What you calling me, urban? What is it because I'm urban?
Look at those urban guys over there.
Who you calling urban?
But I'm trying to think what else happened. Oh, and the Grammys is under fire about.
Oh, Homeboy was doing some wild stuff.
Yeah, it's a whole Grammy scandal, even about like how people are selected and.
But we've kind of talked about that before, man.
It's one of the things I'm not surprised by.
Yeah, like how can you vote on stuff that you have zero idea about? Well, isn't that just a general election in America though?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
You're gonna vote for the president, but then you realize it's like 37 other people to vote for. You like, ooh,
his name. I know Johnny.
Right. Am I gonna do this alphabetically or?
Because it's like, you know, it's certain criteria to be able to vote for the Grammys, and then after that, it's like, but you voting on like me voting on country would be terrible because besides my homie who just got into country, I don't know any new country artists.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like so I'm just gonna pick the name I know.
So so you left with three choices: either you vote for your homie if he's in that category, you just randomly pick somebody,
pick C,
or whoever sent you the most goodie baskets throughout the year.
Exactly.
That's who you vote for.
Who's on my label?
Right. But it's not really based on anything.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the thing. And that's the reason why I haven't watched it in a long time. I'm like, I kind of need some type of facts and logic in it. It's not even like superlatives, like based off who's the most popular, who's the most recent. It's just picture playing a game and they're like, you won. Mm-hmm. You're like, I don't even know what I did to win, but
yeah, I just feel like I don't know, man. Grammys is weird, bro, because I still, if you ask me did I want a Grammy, I still want one.
Everybody wants one.
But I understand how crazy and biased it is, too. You know what I'm saying? And how much random behind-the-scenes stuff go with it.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, I feel like it's one of them things that, like, you get one, it's great. If you get nominated, it's great. But then it's like, just chasing after it is, like, crazy because...
So if you were one of the dudes that won a Grammy, would you be like the cool guy who wins a Grammy but goes on stage and then like talks bad about the Grammys?
No. I'm trying to come back. I'm trying to come back.
I'm be up there doing everything right. I got a properly prepared list. First of all, giving honor to God. Like thank my lawyer, my manager.
And you know what's crazy? 2 people I went to college with. One, Trev Rich, the homie.
Yeah.
One of the first people I ever went to studio with. He was nominated for the Spider-Man joint, so shout out to him. And then my homie Jace. We all went to college together, same year, stayed on the same hall, and he was nominated for the Dreamville joint.
Nice.
So shout out to him. I feel like there's a couple more people that I know got nominated. I feel like I'm forgetting.
I feel like I went to the wrong college.
Oh, my year at college was lit, bro.
Yeah, you went to college with
I was only there 1 year, and it was lit.
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 Damn. And you got a better college experience in crowd division. You was there for 1 year.
That's facts.
Everything on CBS is boring.
That is
Can't
also
argue
true.
that. Joey French in the building.
It's better than LL hosting.
Damn, don't diss.
I mean, I love LL. Deep Blue Sea is a great movie. Great on TNT. But I just feel like they need energy on these joints, man. They just keep getting the same people. Like, only person I'm not opposed to is MC Light. They could always run MC Light, and I feel like it's never a bad play.
True. I can't talk about MC Light for other reasons that I can't talk about.
Oh yeah, I think you told me.
Yeah, but who do you think would be a good host for the Grammys out there? Let's see some of y'all suggestions. I bet you people got some real
50
dope
Cent.
ones. Yo,
I would watch.
oh, everybody would watch.
Yeah, I'll watch
What?
it. They gonna have Tommy from Power on there. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, Ghost, what's up with you and Angela? Ain't she the police? Not now, Tommy. Not now.
I still ain't seen it. I'm not. I feel like I ain't missing that.
Nah, I'm straight. I'm straight off Power.
Yeah.
I
got
miss
too wild.
I missed this whole season, and I think
haven't
I'm
seen
cool.
any. Yeah.
I'm super cool, bro.
But see, do you guys listen to fans' beats? I guess it's circumstances. At our live shows, we do.
Yeah. I might catch a couple on the timeline every now and again. I don't listen to them in my DMs though.
I've been planning to do some stuff online, but the way life has been set up, I haven't got to it yet.
Can't get around to it.
Yeah, but it's coming. But it's not yet.
Damn.
Let's see, Joey French. What up, young Joey French? What's
Yes,
poppin'?
sir. He's in here.
He says, "I agree. It really wasn't a rap album. It was good though.
Yeah,
It was really good.
it was super dope.
Tyler album was closer to Childish Gambino. What was his last joint genre under? I do agree.
Yeah, what kind of album would you say it was? Pop album? Wasn't really pop.
It's probably urban.
Urban.
I mean, I don't know what else to classify.
Until there's a better word to be offended by in a few years, we got to stay with urban.
Let's see. The white dude with the fade is urban. It's true because early Post Malone is urban. Now he's pop.
True. But what is Tyler the Creator? That's the thing we gotta define.
I think it's the style because early Post Malone, he had grill, cornrows,
Facts.
and now he's like country singer kind of. It's weird, bro. It's a very slippery slope.
I think it should just it's either something else for urban or it's gonna be pop to where you just can't really figure it out. So I'm just calling it pop.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you're right though, because no matter what,
Yeah.
it's gonna be offended.
Let's see. I know we got some suggestions in here about who can host the Grammys.
Somebody, okay.
Get Busy shows in here.
Sorry, I
Had to show somebody to the door.
had to remove somebody for being weird.
Yes, sir.
Not even gonna talk about it. Just you're being weird, guy. All right, let's see. Oh, J. Cole and 21 Savage got their first Grammy.
Fact. Shout out to
Shout out
them.
to that. Do you see people? I hate the internet, bro, because they was like getting on J. Cole. It's like, did it without a feature, huh? I was like, damn, why
come
they
on,
give J.
man.
Cole like that, man? Let this man get a Grammy.
People been killing Cole for small stuff over.
I don't see how you can dislike Cole, man.
But my man, he did his thing. His whole career, people got on him for not using other people's beats, and then the whole feature thing. However, still won.
It's still,
won, and things change.
hey,
Hey, I can feel this way at this point in my life, but I get older, I get wiser, I do different things.
Cole is one of those people that me personally, I might not listen to his music all the time, but as a personality, I really like his vibe. Like,
Yeah.
just seeing him out and just like, you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, he's cool as hell.
Down to earth, and his business is on point.
Yeah. And then I really like what Dreamville's got going on.
Yeah.
So that's dope. They got a nice little roster.
Facts.
Like JID is crazy.
JID is
Bias.
I was
is
listening to
crazy.
Never the other day.
Oh yeah, he be snapping.
Yeah.
And then you know who Billie Eilish is, right?
Yeah.
They went. She racked up, bro.
I already know she pulled the old school Whitney Houston.
And it was just dope because they did it in their crib, in their bedroom. He was talking about, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, all these records were made in our bedroom.
Good music doesn't have to be made in a large studio. A lot of the best shit I ever heard came from somebody just like banging out on a laptop or whatever, like right in their crib. You wouldn't know, like, it didn't come from big studios.
Exactly.
And I've heard terrible stuff come from big studios where I'm like, somebody could have just made this in their bedroom.
Right.
You know what I mean?
With the ill-placed speakers. Bring that joint to
You
the
know
kitchen.
the setup.
Bring that joint for the kitchen.
Man, house speakers.
Yeah, they racked up, bro.
Yeah, that's
like
a fact.
I figured that's how it was gonna go. I figured she was gonna win. They're gonna give Lizzo a couple.
Yeah.
And
Well, you
then-
saw it coming a mile away, like the whole.
Yeah, I feel like they low key did Lil Nas X kind of wrong though, because even though he didn't have, to me, like a great body of work, he has the biggest song of like,
The decade.
yeah, like that to me was a little weird. Like I think he got one or two.
Wait, what was it for? Or
I can't even remember what it was for, but he just got like it was. I remember thinking like, man, this wasn't a lot for having that huge of a record.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, because when you think about the record was one of the biggest records ever, but he technically didn't even like really have another song.
Panini.
I mean,
No.
yeah,
Hey,
exactly.
Panini.
I was about to say don't
Be a
count.
meanie.
So I could,
Yeah.
especially if the category is talking about like
A project.
a project
Yeah.
or album or something like that. Did he had an album, right?
I think so.
See, now that is something to think about.
Yeah. Grammys is weird too because you only win the trophy for certain ones. You know that, right?
The other ones you just
You get like a little certificate, which I thought was so. I thought if you won a Grammy,
everybody got the trophy.
but I think for like a producer to get that trophy, it has to be. Is it record of the year? It's one of those that you have to get. Anything else, you just get the little certificate.
Man, somebody better take that certificate and turn it into a damn trophy.
If I get I'm getting one made, bro.
Bruh.
Yeah, play with me if
Fact.
you want to.
Fact.
I got the certificate to back it up.
Get that 3D printer on deck. Okay, host for the Grammys, Carrot Top.
Good addition. I'm glad we added that one.
Drake and Childish. Whoa.
Okay,
All right. Lil Duval. Now that
would be great.
good.
That would be great.
That would
I'm not
be
mad at that.
really good.
I'm not mad at that.
50 for sure. Kevin Hart? Nah, I don't want to see that.
I don't think Kevin Hart's funny, bro. I feel like I'm the only one that don't think. Only time he's been funny to me is 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah. He was funny in 40-Year-Old.
40-Year-Old Virgin, that was hilarious.
That's your man?
Yeah, we rep the same smart tech. Both of y'all getting clapped.
What did I do?
Yeah, that movie's slept on, man. 40-Year-Old Virgin is one of the greatest movies
Oh,
ever, bro.
What? Yo, that movie that's my shit right there.
What if people judging the beat battle didn't make beats? Ooh.
Wait. But that doesn't mean that they're not qualified to pick good beats, though. You can have an A&R.
manager.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so
Very true.
somebody that doesn't make beats can still judge a beat battle the same way that somebody that doesn't play football can coach you.
That is true.
Yeah. Now, can a person who never played football coach you? I'm like, if you know the game.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can see that. At first, though, I'm like, yeah, that does sound weird. Yep.
I messed up somewhere.
Oh, man.
They need some milk.
Oh, I know. Yeah, will you come back over here? I know. Okay, Tyler's alternative.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but that doesn't replace Urban. But that does describe his album better. But that's not a substitute for Urban. Yeah, alternative Urban. Look at y'all. Compound genre, sub genre. Yeah. First time here. Happy Friday, man. Happy Friday to you.
Hey.
Strict man. What up?
Sorry, guys. Just plugging in.
J. Cole hosting the Grammys. No, thank you.
No,
Oh my, you talking about
thanks.
Dreamville? I'm going.
Sleepy time tea.
That's a fact. No disrespect to Cole, but I don't want to see him hosting the Grammys.
So it's mostly politics like the Oscars. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's not based off of anything logical.
It's kind of weird. I don't know, man. I feel like we're so groomed to want the Grammys. But it's like really like that whole Grammy, like I don't know the exact details of the Grammy debacle thing, but I know it's a big thing about race. It's a big thing about who wins is being chosen by other people.
There was also some gender bias in there.
Yeah, it's a lot of like.
Homie got paid like $750K for some consulting or something.
Oh, he got a bag.
Yeah.
Bro.
After he did some foul shit.
Man, what LinkedIn profile I gotta hit up to get that kind of bag for some consulting? Yeah, bro, who I gotta talk to, bro?
That's a fact.
Let's see. When you ride a Harley but listen to Ghostface, you might be urban.
Damn, Action Bronson.
That is true. Damn, that is very much Action Bronson.
Action Bronson, 100%, bro.
Anyone can register to be a Grammy voter. Is it anyone? I thought you had to get a certain amount of placements or have.
Yeah, I thought you have to at least had a
commercial
song placed
recording
or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think like as an average citizen you could just sign up and be on the Grammy board. Yo,
I hope not.
that would make it worse. That means the same people leaving YouTube comments and
Right.
on Grammys, and now this whole thing don't make no sense.
Oh man. Let's see. Hey, we in here. Salute to all y'all. Much love. You know, I had to do it this time, but I want to say I appreciate y'all energy and all the love we share. LA is hurting right now. Man, I feel bad for LA, bro. I feel like LA is going through it.
Well, the thing is, the most famous people live in LA, so whenever somebody dies, it's a LA thing. But with Kobe, it was different too.
Yeah.
You know, he played for the Lakers.
And then the Nipsey thing.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, you know, around day 2, you start seeing those Kobe Nipsey pictures. You're like, oh.
I'm glad tomorrow's February. This is the longest January in life, bro.
2020 started off kind of crazy.
I seen this meme. It's like it's already been 5 months and we're still in January. It's like, damn, that's real.
That's a fact.
Let's see. Who else they got? Let's see. The guy from Grownish and Superfly, Josh Jackson, he could host.
Wait. Superfly is my joint. I don't know which one that is.
I still haven't seen Superfly, bro.
Oh, not Superfly. I'm thinking about Superbad.
Oh, you know, Superfly.
Superfly? How do you have...
I got a song in the movie and have not seen it. I literally skipped to the part. Someone told me what scene, like the timestamp. And I was like, oh, snap, there you go. Man.
Damn, you ain't shit.
I know, man. I don't really watch movies and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
They need to relocate ASAP. My neighbor does not appreciate the 808s. You need to have a stern talking with your neighbor.
Yeah, your neighbor doesn't appreciate good music.
Yeah.
I think your neighbor's the one who needs to move on.
Yeah,
honestly.
it's not you.
Yeah. You can't handle this urban environment. You need to get up out of it and move to an alternative environment. How about that?
Oh, man.
Huh? Yeah, speaking of our urban heroes, Justin Bieber coming out with an album.
He is. Yeah. He's one of them people, man. I don't really want to hear him unless he's doing that, like Justin Timberlake. Him and Justin Timberlake, I don't want to hear the... Well, I can't say that because Justin has some slaps with the pop.
Facts.
But it's always urbanish pop.
Yeah.
Damn, I hate I keep using the word urban.
Duh, we need a substitute. What?
Yeah.
Throughout this show, please, if you have a substitute for the word urban, please put it in the chat. We need to know. We need a substitute for the word urban.
Yeah. But yeah, it's got to be that little bit of hip hop in there.
Yeah, it got to be.
Pop.
Ooh, I was about to use a word. Edgy. That's a terrible word, but
I need some 808s with my pop music.
there you go. I think the contrast is good. That's what makes it good.
Bro, it's an old album, Pussycat Dolls, Doll Domination, right? I believe Polo produced most of that album, right?
Exactly.
Esther Dean wrote most of it. It's a version with no 808s. It's like they took all the hip hop out of it, and then it's one with all that stuff. Man, the one without the 808s is the most unseasoned food sounding. It just it sounds like bland food, bro.
Bland.
It's like no salt, no Old Bay, no nothing on that joint, bro. It sounds so bad.
Yeah, not the European cuisine.
And I really like that album and the production on that album. So I'm listening to it. I'm like, what's wrong with this joint? Like, why does it sound like that? No 808s. They took all the rappers out.
Damn.
It's the non-urban.
So wait,
album.
what was the point of that version? Was it to play in Macy's on Saturday?
Yep, I think so.
Damn, son, you took out all the low end.
I think so, bro.
That's hate. That's hate right there. Grammys is a country club. For sure.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm gonna get to that question. We'll see. That's why wouldn't you get a trophy?
Young Illicita.
Why is Facebook calling me?
Hey, this is Randy with your Facebook call.
Leave me alone. Let's see. Tristan's gonna get a Grammy chant, bro. Let me win a Grammy. That joint gonna be hanging in my living room like a chandelier. As soon as you walk in the house, you better duck your head.
I don't know, man. I would never. I don't not for any particular reason. Just I don't know. I feel like I would look at that joint every day and be like, you know what? I did that. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you.
No Grammys, no plaques.
I don't know. I gotta give me some plaques too.
Yeah,
I want some.
I don't have. I didn't get any of my plaques.
You tripping, man? You gotta get that. You gotta embrace that, man. You accomplished that. If you got a YouTube one of them play buttons, would you get that?
Yeah.
Same thing.
I guess my priorities are in the wrong.
Right.
Somebody cussed me out about that the other day. Man, where your plaques at? I don't know. Call the plaque man.
Plaque man. Yeah, that's me.
Let's stop using urban, please. Yeah.
Pop plus rap equals pap stars. Pap stars sound like a one of them shows on True TV.
Yeah. I don't want to see that joint. Pap stars.
Someone said Ellen hosting. Oh, that's gonna be
that would
terrible.
actually be that. I think that would be entertaining. I feel like she wouldn't know anything about anybody on there.
I feel like it's gonna be watching like a 2-hour TikTok. If Ellen's on it, it's gonna be a lot of just.
Why is she dancing again? Stop dancing.
Stop doing the shoot dance.
Your Converse are scuffing the floor.
Yeah. Random little kids is from viral videos.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
Yeah, I'm cool.
The little girl from the Missy video who's all grown up now gonna come out.
Why is it? Yo, I ain't gonna front. Every time I see her, it's like a celebration, dog. It's. I've seen her come out with that whole thing like 4 times, and every time it's like, oh, that's awesome.
That was a moment.
Oh yeah,
that was a great moment in Black white history. She killed it.
Have you seen it on TikTok? People are just figuring out if you say, I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it, and then and TikTok is a filter, you can reverse it, and it goes, and they're just figuring this out. I'm like, yo, how old are you kids? That made me feel old. Yeah, that made me feel real old.
Come on, guys.
Oh, this is Young Brothers Music brought up a good topic. Now Mace and Khalees are complaining about getting jerked out of money. I wonder who's next to complain.
All right, so let's get a little backstory on what's going on. I think Khalees was first, right?
Yeah, and she was. I believe hers was about publishing. For her first 2 albums, she didn't get publishing, and she didn't really make any money off of it. And their response, from what I read, was, "You signed the contract."
Hey, listen, you did sign the contract.
And in Khalees' point, right? And I don't know the details, right? I'm just assuming. Pharrell and Chad wrote and produced probably 90% of everything, right? Pharrell most of the time writes his own records, right?
Right.
So she don't got that much publishing anyway, right?
So you're saying she's just the taco shell? They provided the majority of the meal?
Pretty much. And then a lot of times the label covers your expenses, like, especially a female, bruh. One reason I had never gotten to getting a female artist is because it's very expensive.
Yes, they require a lot
because they have to look a certain way. You know, females. You know, I don't want to be like a weird, but like, you know, women want to keep their nails done, their hair done, and as a label, a lot of times you're required to fulfill all of that. As a guy, you can give them a do-rag and a t-shirt, and it's like, right. Yo, be on your way, you good. You know what I mean?
By the way, we put you in a motel, you should have a gun.
Yeah,
you're not putting your female artist in some seedy motel.
It's got to be a certain kind of hotel, certain kind of vibe, certain way they got to travel, and it gets really expensive. And the label is fronting you that money that you got to recoup back. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's a case of they jerked out of money rather than, you know, just like she didn't understand.
Did they think the album would just not work? Like, it was out.
That album slapped though. That album slapped, bro.
That album was crazy. She in there putting "I Hate You So Much" right now on repeat.
Man, trying to get them streams up. And then Mace, I don't know about it. I didn't get a chance to really read about the Mace one. But, you know.
So, he beefing with Puff?
Yeah, because Puff made that Grammy speech and he basically replied talking about, because it's been a big thing between Meek Mill and Puff talking about, you know, these deals are like, you know, slavery and we got to do better, which is true. These deals are really, it's not set up for you to win a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's never really in your benefit.
Well, the house is going to always.
Yeah, it's like gambling. It's like, you know.
Yeah.
So I get that. And so I think he's replying to that. But it's just weird of how all of this stuff is starting just to come out now.
Well, people are smarter now. It's a lot more information being passed back and forth. But you got to know, the house is going to always win. If they issue you a deal, no one's going to issue you a deal where they're going to come out in worse favor than you. And 9 times out of 10, you talking about the record industry, they're not going to issue a deal where you all break even. They're going to try to position a deal where they get the most that they can.
And I was just mad Khalees was blaming it on, like, she mentioned Chad in there. I just feel like
Chad alone, man.
Chad just seems like the nicest guy. And I'm biased. I'm a huge Neptunes fan. So, you know, of course, I'm always going to side with them. But Chad just seems like either he's probably the most gangster dude ever, and you just, because he's so quiet, you know what I mean? Or he's the nicest guy ever.
Think Chad got bodies?
Chad might, man, he hit him with the grind and snare to cover up the sound of the gunshots. He put the little potato on the gun.
I definitely was listening to that song yesterday.
Yeah, that shit slap.
Just grinding, Jack.
Yeah. Let's see what up. I know he shouted you out earlier, but, you know, what up again?
Yep.
You got a song on the movie and haven't seen it? Yeah, bro.
Hilarious.
Hey, man. Priorities, man. There seems to be a delay on the stream. Seems good, though.
Okay.
Well, on YouTube or on the IG? Let me know.
Yeah, let us know.
Justin Timberlake got some fire, bro. I will fight somebody if they argue me that Justified isn't one of the greatest albums of all time.
No one's gonna argue that.
The only it's almost a perfect album besides that Brian McKnight record. Brian McKnight produced a record on there, and I hate it.
You know, every time you bring up Brian McKnight, I gotta come on, man. Just bringing up his name just takes all the fun out of the room.
Yeah. The letter L beat says cornrow pop.
Ooh. Yeah, getting it. We're getting it.
It's slightly offensive and slightly. I like it. A little spicy.
Somebody said Trevor Noah. Did he host the Grammys yet? I don't want to see that. Oh, okay, everybody. In South Africa, we don't have the Grammys. We have the Friendies.
I'm not a fan of him either.
Yeah, I don't want to see him hosting the Grammys.
Yeah.
Nah.
Certain people, it's like, you know, their comedy just don't do it for me. He's one of them people I just never really got. I respect what he does, just not for me.
In fact,
I only really like really messed up comedy anyway.
Like
if it doesn't, if it don't offend like 5 people, I don't really like it. Like Anthony Jeselnik, like
that's the dude.
Yeah, that's my kind
of. What's my guy? Maniscalco.
Oh yeah,
he's funny.
Guys, what happened? It used to be hip hop. Now that genre became more popular, and they call it urban, so it's less intimidating for some. Make it more accessible.
I don't know. I think artists as a whole took a little edge off the music. Like even stuff where they talk about, damn, I hate saying edgy, but talk about edgy things. It's still done in a way now. It's not. It's closer to pop than it is to hip hop. Like everything's just kind of merging into this thing. So pop and R&B are kind of went more towards the urban kind of went more towards that, and what we got is in the middle.
Yeah, I think it's hard to just call everything hip hop because everything is so like. Even if you think about like when I think of Lil Uzi Vert, I think of him being a rock star more than a rapper.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Like a lot of these kids, they're on either the rock star vibe or they're like country singers in a way.
Yeah.
Like Post Malone, if you take away the drums, a lot of them records are country records.
He's a performer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what he is. Like Cardi B is a rapper.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I would even say Drake is a rapper.
Yeah.
But it's just something about like when you
like Tyler's.
Yeah.
Tyler's is like hip hop, jazz, fusion, rock kind of.
Andre 3000.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, I think a lot of people missed it. We got a new Andre 3000 verse this month.
We did.
He is on. Erykah Badu came out with an album. The whole theme is about like call me or phones or something. They use a whole bunch of. She kind of flipped a whole bunch of songs that are about either calling somebody or using the phone or something like that. But one of the songs is her and Andre 3000, and Snapola.
Shout out to them still just kicking it, being cool.
She don't do no songs with Common?
No, I don't think so.
Damn.
Or wasn't she with Jay Electronica too?
I guess Jay Electronica kind of outdid.
Jay Electronica rich.
Man of the
he
year.
balling.
Yeah.
Yo, that's the come up of the decade.
Yeah, he kind of killed it. Shout out to Jay Elect.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I did not. I wonder what he does on an average day.
Floats around on a carpet, magic carpet.
He's on Instagram a lot. Well, not a lot, but he's on Instagram like regularly.
I feel like Erykah Badu is one of the people you can't be mad at either. I feel like she's one of the people that just like, you ever be around somebody they like so cool. This is like, all right, I forgive you.
Yeah. I feel like y'all be together, go through turmoil, she break your heart, and then somehow 3 years later she's your spiritual advisor.
Yeah, she hit you up like, hey, big head, what you doing? And you're like,
Right, like, can't be mad at you.
Yeah, come on, Erykah.
Yeah.
Let me hear that DJ set.
She does DJ. I'm gonna come through. Hear that DJ set, smell some lemongrass incense.
Man, you already know.
You know it smell like lemongrass in there.
Ain't no money house blessings around these parts.
Smell like a little kiosk in the mall. Yeah, I think this is the right house right here.
She got mad herbal teas. You already know the delicious ones.
All of them.
Man.
And they in jars, like ground up. Ain't no
Come on,
packaging.
man.
She's scooping them out.
Somebody introduced me to Erykah Badu, man. I'm trying to hang out, man.
That's a fact.
Let's see. That reminds me of the Lauryn Hill situation, but reversed. Hold on. I can't remember where we at. Sorry.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about.
Make sure you read what you sign or consult a lawyer. But here's the thing too. Stuff changes too. So even if you got lawyers looked over, and then a lot of times, like I was saying with the Khalees thing, and I don't know this for a fact, I'm just like assuming, right?
Right.
A lawyer could tell you like, oh, you got to recoup all of this budget that comes from travel expenses
Before you can get paid?
Yeah, but if like you don't understand and you still travel and do all that stuff, it's kind of like, you know. So you gotta study the music business. And sometimes you gotta go through it to actually understand how it works.
Well, what led to this? Like, why now? Like, did somebody ask her a question and she just kind of went off on it? Or she's just now like, hey guys, over here. I want to talk about something that happened 20 years ago.
Yeah, I mean, and she also brought up a lot of Nas stuff. So I feel like she was just in that bag of...
She hate that, man.
Yeah.
God damn. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but she is not a fan.
Yeah.
She is not a Nas fan.
So y'all saying Khalees should have dropped 2 more albums? Hey.
I wouldn't have been mad.
I'm not mad.
Only if it was with the Neptunes, though.
Yeah, I don't... It's certain people... Like, we were just talking. Like, I don't want to hear a Justin Timberlake album unless it's with Timbaland, Pharrell, and you brought up Danger, which was a great...
Danger, definitely.
Outside
That's
of that, yeah, I don't really...
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm cool.
The usual in-house squad. Shout out to Rob Knox.
Oh, yeah,
like,
Rob. Yeah.
But that's his man. You know what I mean? Like, that stuff is going to be cool. But, yeah, he started venturing out. I don't know where that's going to
go. Puff holding Mace Masters for hostage. He shouldn't have to make a competing offer.
Is this the lock situation all over again?
It might be. I mean...
My same question, though. Why now? Did somebody ask you a question to spark this? Or
Right.
Oh, because of the speech. It's
Yeah.
the speech. Yeah.
Didn't Diddy sign folks to 30-year life sentences? I mean, contracts?
And then when your kids make albums.
No, your grandkids,
I'm
right?
going to have to take that. Yeah.
Hey, man.
Damn, bro.
Let's see. Not sure if he has that kind of money, but hey. Mace claimed he put up $2 million to get those masters back.
Okay. Maybe. All right. Wait. I got a what else we got in the chat? Because I got a producery thing I want to talk about.
Quintino Power said, what made Sexy Back unique?
At the time, it was stuff that sounded like it. It was 4 on the floor, but it was just...
It's mad aggressive for a pop song, too.
Very aggressive, very energetic.
Mm-hmm.
It had a urban appeal, if you will. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was just different, man. It was dope. The vocals had the dope ass distortion on them. A lot of the lyrics kind of had like a Princey kind of vibe to it. Are we frozen?
I don't know. That was weird.
Anyway.
Hold on.
But yeah.
Get back
I don't know. Yeah, Sexy Back. It was something about it, man. It was something about that song.
That was really
That whole
weird.
album was the shit.
It just like, for some reason, my joint just like it's flipped, and then I was like out of the screen, and then I just popped back in.
Damn, bro.
That was weird. Why are you trying to get rid of me,
Got the ghost jump?
Young Chambers, what's popping, bro?
Somebody said Kanye hosting. No, thank you, man.
What made it urban? The Sonics. It had urban Sonics.
Talking about Tyler?
It wasn't no Sexy Back.
Oh, it did have urban Sonics.
Yeah, but, I mean, because even when you think of, to me, when I think of pop, I don't think of drums first. A lot of like what makes like rap and stuff is because the drums are so in your face, and then the music is back. Especially with like, if you ever listen to like old rock songs, the drums are like just there for timing, bro. That's literally what they're there for.
They low.
They're super low. So that's how, to me, pop was always like in the middle of being super in your face, and then, you know, it's more about the music and all that. But Sexy Back is just like aggressive synths,
Everything was
aggressive drums,
aggressive distorted vocals. Not to mention the ad libs on Sexy Back were perfect. It was like call and response. The melody was dope. It was not. Oh, it was very singable.
Oh yeah,
too. When it came on in the club, you could sing the song without feeling like you was trying to be like Whitney Houston or somebody.
Take them to the chorus.
Right. I mean, if you think about the verses, it's them that talking. And then even the pre-hook, he kind of singing, and then you get to the other jump. Go ahead, girl. Go. It's just a lot of call and response and talking. Anybody can do it.
It's like that T-Pain Good Life. It's just like a bunch of hooks.
Yeah. The joint, man, Sexy Back was, it just felt good. Everything about that song was perfect.
Dax. Oh, you said you had
Oh, so I guess I wanted, since we are a producer podcast, I want to talk about some gear.
Oh yeah, some new gear done dropped.
Yeah. I think that the MPC 1 might be the best MPC they made in the last 20 years. Hear me out. This is why I think
he had to explain this one to me, because I was just like, I don't know, I didn't get it.
And let me know if you agree with me. It checks 3 major boxes for me. It has, well, from a workflow standpoint, it has everything that the newer MPCs like the Touch and the Live and the X have with the, you know, the touch screen and the features and ability. That's one box. The second box is it's small and portable.
That's fine.
The Live and the Touch, they were small and portable, but not this small and portable.
Right.
So that's dope, because if you look at a lot of producers' videos now, everybody's using like a LPK. And so production setups are getting smaller. And the major box, the last box that it checks for me is that even though you have the touchscreen and the ability to do all these new things, I, for one, enjoy having dedicated buttons for major functions. Not just like a few. Like the Touch, it got a few dedicated buttons, but this joint got like, you know, the track sequence button and all that type of stuff. Now, I've never used one. I haven't seen one, but I do enjoy the stationary buttons of like the Renaissance, and then the new workflow of like a Touch or a Live or something like that.
When you put it that way, I could see it, because, you know, I love the Renaissance. Renaissance was my shit, bro.
Right.
And then I didn't really care for the Touch for one real reason, which was the note repeat on the screen. I hated it, bro. I thought that was so stupid. So you saying that they changed that? One, I feel like that's dope because they're listening. Yeah. I feel like.
Yeah.
That's how I judge dolls. It's like when people say they don't like certain stuff, do they adjust to it? If they do, then I rock with them. I think it's smart. At least they're trying to, you know. So that was my biggest flaw with it. Is I didn't like the button thing.
Yeah. Certain things you need haptic feedback. And even though the screen changes, I want my screen to change and all that, but like I need that one button for that one thing to always be there every time I need it. So I really like that. And by the way, you applauding Dawes for listening and coming around. Are you saying you applaud Reason for finally getting VSCs?
I mean, yeah. It was, of course it was late, but I mean, I applaud them. And now they're a VST, I believe, right?
Yes. See, they took it a step further on you. They're like, oh, not only do we have VSTs, Trizza, we are a VST.
I mean, y'all should thank me. I mean, because I was the one. I'm the one throwing it out there. You know what I mean? Like, hey, they might want to step their game up.
That's a fact. So how do y'all feel about the new MPC? Like I said, they put the best parts of
Okay, shit, man.
all their recent.
Oracle be trying to throw me. I be trying not to talk about reasons.
I do.
It's a perfect moment.
Bus. There's a bus up there. Damn, my man ran right up under that bus.
Like, damn, perfect moment. It's a $300 VST. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not mad at it, bro. And again, people always be like, "Oh, you hate Reason." Dog, it's people who make fire in Reason. It
That's
just won't
true.
be me.
Damn.
That's all I'm saying.
It won't me.
It won't be me. Have you been using Serato Studio?
Not as much as I want to. I do like Serato Studio though. Did you finally check it out?
I did not.
Bruh, in case y'all missed the recap of what I thought was dope about Serato Studio, I think it's dope that anything that you put into one of the instruments or Serato sampler joints, it automatically forces the sample or whatever you put in there to the main key of the song. So in the top of the DAW, you set the tempo, obviously, and you can set the key. And anything that you put in there will force itself to that key and, of course, that tempo. I think that's dope. I'm not mad at the drum sequencer. I think it's dope. VST support, which I think is dope. The only downside... Oh, even the arranger, the song arranger, I'm not mad at that either. The downside to Serato Studio for me is that if you could use it as a VST inside of another DAW...
That'd be fire.
That would be fire. And the instruments or the Serato samplers that are in it only have 8 slots as opposed to 16 like regular Serato sample. And if you could use it as a DAW, use it as a VST inside of another DAW, if it could somehow talk to like another track that might have a regular Serato sample on it, that would be super fire.
Hey, Serato. Hey, shouty.
I mean, cut the check.
Right. If the MPC has to come from China, it might be delayed by the coronavirus.
Come on, y'all.
Yo, that, bruh.
Damn.
As someone who got an e-commerce business with some products that come from overseas.
These China jokes are kind of saddening.
First of all, I hate people on the internet, bro. Because here's the timing that I did not realize, right? So I dropped Power Level, right? New sample pack, a bunch of Asian-inspired melody loops, right? One, I didn't realize it was Lunar New Year. Okay. So on that end, it was great timing, right? When I dropped it. Then the coronavirus. So I get all these like stupid 12-year-old kids like, if I download this pack, will I get the coronavirus? I'm like, if you don't get your stupid little...
Should never give your ass a keyboard.
Man, little... I be wanting to smack it. And it's like, bro, I got to spend all this time cleaning up them little dumb comments. I'm like, yo, y'all wasting my time, bro.
That's a fact.
At least get a good joke off.
And no, you won't get the coronavirus.
Yeah, it's the internet. Yeah, instant download.
Gotta buy that.
But yeah, if you order something from overseas,
just know
that shipping is on slowdown.
Yeah.
Let's see, could you just rewire Reason into other DAWs? What's the big deal about it being a VST? That is a very good question.
I don't like rewire personally. It's a little clunky.
Yeah.
So if something can work as a native VST right inside of a DAW, that is always better than rewired. I ain't rewired nothing in years, bro. Probably about 10 years.
Yeah. What's the last thing I rewired? I used to rewire Ableton.
Yeah, I would rewire Ableton to Cubase and then Ableton to Reaper.
Yeah, I used to use Logic and Ableton. That was like my joint.
Yeah.
I would do all my loops and stuff in Ableton and then do the melody and then my bootleg copy. This is past the statute of limitation. This is years ago. But my copy of Logic just randomly stopped working. Somebody gave it to me on a flash drive.
Oh damn! It
was one of them. Like it was just like they just dragged it on my computer and it worked.
Oh, it was like a portable version, or they just did it?
No, because Apple products, it's like the icon.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they just dragged it over there and it just worked. So I had it for years and it just stopped working randomly. And then I'm like, man, I still got to make beats. And Ableton was there.
There you go.
I had a legit copy of that.
Ableton was like old school AOL disc.
Oh yeah.
AOL disc used to come with everything. That's how Ableton was when they first started, which was very smart. They're like, yo, anytime you buy any piece of gear, you get Ableton Lite.
You want a MIDI keyboard? Ableton Lite.
There you
Inbox?
Go, Ableton Lite. Need a beer? Ableton Lite. Not playing around. All right, man. What y'all think about this MPC?
While we get to that, HUL says, never buy used gear from Guitar Center. I can't believe the condition they sent me this mixer in.
Damn. Had Dorito crumbs in it?
Yeah, I'm sure people get some wild stuff back from Guitar Center.
Yeah. I mean, you probably know people who got stuff from Guitar Center with the sole intention of taking it back. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I need this for the session. It's just a rental.
Oh, bro, especially with DJs, I know this is super hood, but like I would have to DJ a gig. Oh man, I definitely would go cop one of them little cheap little PA joints. Take that joint right, but you know I'm only using it one time. You know.
Yeah, not putting the burritos in it.
Yeah, no Takis, no Pocky. You know what I mean? None of that.
Hey, real quick, as a DJ, does the host ever touch your equipment?
Oh, bro, I saw that meme and I related so much to that joint, bro. I sent it to my brother, like, yo, this is what we go through. and bro, here's the thing. So if y'all know what we're talking about, it's a meme about how the host of a party will reach over on the mixer and turn it down. I've been in situations where they messed up. They'll hit the turntable, and then people look, and the host would just look at me like, "Oh, thanks, man.
Damn, bro, your equipment.
That sucks for you, bro." And the crowd looks at the DJ. They don't understand this host who trying to talk over top. They messed it up. So I hate it, bro. That's why I stopped doing a lot of club stuff. It's too much stress.
That's crazy. I think every time a host do that, you should like take his phone and just start hitting random buttons. Like,
I'm gonna just start taking the mic and screaming on it. Just random words. Pineapple. I'm like, yo.
Oh man.
They was like, what is wrong with this host? And I'm like, it's him.
Oh man. Damn trolls. I just seen that. I just sent that shit right back.
Chris Cash said NPC1 will come and go just like the Force.
No. Wait. Yes, it will, but it's not just like the Force. And I don't think it's gonna like change production or even make a huge impact on the culture or anything like that. But I am saying Akai's latest effort is the best of their last 20 years of NPCs all put together. Now, how do I think sales are gonna do? Better than the Force.
What happened? What went wrong with the Force?
Well, they forced it out too fast. Number one, I believe it was the Force is in a category with Machine Jam. Just some things like they never caught on, even from inception. Nobody was like, "I'm copping that."
Yeah,
I don't know. The Force, it kind of looked promising in the beginning, but
I just feel like with hardware, it's got to be a reason why I need to upgrade. And if you don't,
you do love them.
It's got to be an explanation for why I need it. And I feel like a lot of times they don't explain this stuff well enough, or they don't sell us on that. Like, this is different because of this. A lot of times they just look different. Yeah. And that's really what it is. It's like, it's a new shiny toy. But this equipment ain't cheap, bro. This equipment is thousands of dollars. You know what I mean?
Facts.
High hundreds. Like, I'm not about to be over here just buying stuff because it's new and shiny.
Facts. They didn't even try to really push the Force like that after a while. Like, it was real quick. I think they saw early on that, like, nah, nobody really rocking with it. They did a better rollout for this MPC-1. I will say that. Mainly because it came out around NAMM.
Smart.
Which was really smart.
Well, we didn't even get to talk about that. Why the NAMM we don't go to,
bruh,
was the most lit NAMM.
I had to stay off the internet.
Bro, I was pissed.
Heated. I wanted to hit you about that too. Like,
bro, we went to NAMM. The biggest person we saw was Flavor Flav.
Yeah, our NAMM experience was.
They go to NAMM. They got Quincy Jones giving a speech. I'm like, oh, this some bull. Bro,
everybody.
This some bull.
And all my like industry homies was there too.
Everybody was there.
Yeah.
I feel like now it's starting to get popping. That year we went, it was like it was fun. Because the homies was there.
Yeah. And the what was that? The seminar joint was going on.
Oh, yeah. So Busy had the live show, so that was dope.
Yeah.
But outside of that, I feel like, to be real, the biggest people we saw was Scott was there, Scott Storch was there,
yeah.
And then B.
Brian
Cox
was there.
Yeah, and B. Cox. They were there for Studio Link. Yeah. Outside of that, it was kind of like not really much going on. A bunch of people look like ZZ Top.
Right. I remember walking around before you got there. I think I was there like a day at NAMM. I was walking around the floor, bored out of my mind, looking at clarinets and guitars. Nobody cool. I was so happy. I bumped into Daryl Pearson and Rance on the floor. I was like, oh, thank God y'all trying to hang out, go get some food. Anything. Like, let's get out of here, dog.
Yeah, so I'm NAMM next year. I might have to That Quincy Jones joint sold me, bro.
Yeah, I was hurt.
I was hurt. I ain't gonna front. I was sick over that one.
I seen all the homies out there too. I was like, oh.
And I had just got my wisdom teeth taken out too, so I was super hurt.
Oh yeah.
Because it was no way I could have went out there anyway.
Yeah, that was bad.
So I was in there. I was just laying in bed looking.
So what's up? We hitting that next year?
I would have pulled up this year, but we definitely
done.
Yeah, I was done though.
Done.
I was trying to pull up the podcast. They was like, "Yeah, if you don't sit down."
Yeah, that's a fact. I was like, bro.
I was about to.
Even days before, I was like, bro, you're not gonna be good on.
Oracle's like, "You can't do the podcast." I'm like, "Nah, I'll be straight."
No.
That day I came, I was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm gonna sit this one out, bro."
As someone who just had the same surgery like 2-3 months ago, I'm like, nah, you're not gonna be ready.
I was sadly mistaken, bro.
Yeah, that's all right, man. You got to be home and be.
I caught up on a lot of Shameless.
There you go.
A lot of TV.
Man, soft foods too.
Yeah.
Caught up on all the soft food classics.
Golly, bro. Sorbetto?
Sorbetto?
Because sherbet has milk in it.
Oh, so it's a sorbet, but it's kind of like a gelato.
Yeah. There you go.
Not gonna lie, I don't like sorbet, sherbet, or gelato.
I don't like gelato. Sorbet I can rock with.
I don't like ice cream fruit fusions. I'm not really with
not mad at that. I don't like ice cream, so it's like I don't like vanilla and chocolate, so it's like
Damn.
Let's see, not a big fan of Rewire either. I export my old Reason tracks to Wave, load into Ableton instead. It's the idea is cool.
Yeah. It was a necessary evil at one point, but now I'm like, nah, just make the VST beat.
They need to bring back Recycle and make it a competitor of Serato sample. What y'all know about Recycle?
You taking it back.
Recycle used to be that shit, dog.
If you want to stutter.
All your chops sound like robots, bro.
That's a fact. Yo, Recycle was the shit though. Man, I used to use Recycle, and the thing that I knew worked with Recycle at the time was Reason, and I would take my Recycle joints and put them into whatever their Recycle VST was. Oh, I was the man. Then other stuff. Then Ableton, I got Ableton. I'm like, oh, this joint reads Recycle. But by then, it's like, oh, there's Stretch.
Oh, yeah. It was a wrap.
I'm done. Why doesn't everybody have great time stretching yet?
That is weird.
Everybody should have pristine time stretching. Ableton has always been the king of time stretching, but now Serato sample.
Serato's good at it.
Edging them out just a little bit, but Ableton, you get more options with Ableton.
Serato's good because, like, even with DJing, it's a way that you could lock in the key. Because if not, when you pitch them up and down, it sound like chipmunks or it sound like screw music.
Yeah.
But when you lock in the key and you can pitch that joint down 50,
and
it still sounds very good, smooth.
Damn. Oh, that's a dope joint about Serato Studio too. If you have a Serato database, if you're a DJ, that all shows up inside of Serato Studio.
I don't know if that's good for me because I want to start all over my.
You can organize your stuff. The browser's pretty good. You can organize it into folders, so you could just have like a folder. They're called crates, so you can have a crate that's all your Serato DJ stuff, and then I got like a drum crate, a percussion loops crate, all types of.
My Serato's messy, dog.
For real,
it's messy, bro. Because you got to keep up with that. You got to like be on it, and I have not had the time.
I don't know, man. Might be some zaps for that.
Dog, if you come up with that, bro, you the go.
I bet you I could.
Remove these future records after 2 months. They don't hit anymore in the clubs.
I am in one of my crazy experimental phases, and I've gone automation crazy this month, so I could probably make that, bro.
Ty Lee, get the fuck out of here, bro. Anyway, I hate when people ask stupid questions.
Yeah.
How do I keep, dog? I feel like something's weird. Because look.
Where you go?
How am I doing that, though? I don't know what's going on, bro.
I don't know. It's a weird show.
It's weird.
We gotta...
Looking like Will Smith with the shellfish allergy? Bro, I was looking like Hitch, bro. I was out here, bro.
Hitch. That movie was a little overrated, if you ask me, too.
Hey, man, hold on. We ain't doing no Hitch slander out here.
We
ain't doing Hitch slander, man.
It wasn't a bad movie, but, bruh. It was alright.
Your drums are the best. I haven't heard these type of drums in any other drum kits because those all sound the same.
Oh, snap. Much love.
Say, Uncle, what are these zaps you speak of? Don't get him started.
Yeah, please don't get me started.
Don't get him started.
I don't know. If you want to know about some automation, I want to talk automation. Not now. I don't think this is the time.
We talked about doing something though.
Yeah, because, boy, I can go into there. Your life would be on the easy button.
Oracle been setting me up, dog. I ain't gonna front.
I hit you with a jammy yesterday. Bow.
Yeah, that's some weird people. I don't know why I'm getting all the weird internet people. Okay, that's the second one today.
I don't know. So it's been a weird month, man.
Weird month, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's all right. Tomorrow is the first.
I don't know why am I doing
Oh, we gone. We gone.
YouTube, we will be RB. All right. I think that's a little bit better.
Bet. Hold on, not seeing us.
She, neighbor soul, got a Cash App. Tell her wipe her neighbor nose.
What's good? What's good? Welcome back to the second portion of Unquantized Podcast. Yeah, and we here getting it in. What's the last thing we were talking about? We're talking about automation, but I'm not gonna get into it.
Yeah, don't get Oracle. The Oracle will give a whole seminar on automation.
Bro, you think I won't when I will?
It's one of them things. It's like until you get in it, it sounds like weird and boring. But once you in it, it's like, yo, this is.
Yeah, once you press one button and 6 things happen that would have took you 2 hours to do, you'll see why it's dope.
I realized how much of a nerd I am because you talked about automation and I was mad excited, and then my homeboy sent me a font, and I was like ecstatic, bro.
Son, yeah,
Bro, I was so happy he sent me a font. I'm like, oh snap,
bro,
a font.
We nerds with it.
Yeah, bro.
Oh man, I will say shout out to Airtable. I'm about to get my Airtable.
Oh
on,
yeah,
bro.
you got it.
That joint's kind of nice.
Not to be confused with Airbit.
That's a fact.
You sell beats on that? No.
Right? No.
No.
There's nothing about beats over here.
Young Roski, what's popping? The fake Kevin. What happened to the real one? Damn, son.
I think the fake one took him out, bro.
I feel like the fake Kevin is like on us and the underground people. Damn. That's bold. And you made an IG about it. I like the gangster.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's gangster. I like it.
Fake Kevin.
I always say Oracle makes distortion sound good.
Hey.
That's facts.
Appreciate it.
That's facts.
So I saw somewhere where Zaytoven was talking about figuring out your audience.
Oh, that's right.
So I guess a good question is, what do you think producers can do to figure out their audience? I know off the rip, one take I have on it is, if it's something that you do and random people just start telling you that they like this one thing that you do, or this one style that you have, or just something about you, and these, not your aunt, not your cousin, but people that really don't have any skin in the game, they just like, that's how I really feel. I think you're really good at that. Once you hear that from X amount of people, kind of look at who those people are. You know what I mean? They may be in your audience. And I also feel like the content that you post, if you post consistent content on a regular basis, audience will kind of start forming around whatever it is that you do. I think a lot of people just don't put themselves out there enough.
Yeah, no, that's real. I think it's the same thing as like when people say like, how do I discover my sound or figure a sound? It's like, the way I look at it is when I send out beats and then the ones that people like, I'm like, what do they like about that? Right. And I keep doing more of that one thing. And the same thing with content. I'm starting to figure out, like, I'm like 2-3 weeks in this content thing, right? I've been putting out at least one video a week. And now I'm starting to see like people like this style rather than this style.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, okay, I'm going to keep doing more of that. And then I'm going to experiment a little bit. I'm going to take this and then try to push it a little bit further. And then eventually I'm going to have a style that is like, okay, this is what people really like from me.
Right.
And then I'm going to have an audience that really likes that kind of content from me. You know what I mean?
You kind of have to put enough stuff out there, though, for these things to happen. So you can't be out here putting out, say, like 4 pieces of content a year and think that you're really going to find this. You have to be
consistent.
Really consistent, and you just have to keep going at it. And I think your audience will form around you.
Yo, if you haven't, man, Russ on Brilliant Idiots. Russ is one of those people that I didn't like because I just would listen to the narrative that other people gave me. I didn't really have a reason not to like him. And the more I listened to him, like I got his book for one, right? The book is really good. And then I'm not finished. I'm like still early in the book, but it's really good so far. And then his Brilliant Idiots interview, I was like, yo, that's really dope. Like his mindset on how he went about putting out music. And that was kind of the same thing he was saying is like, you got to be consistent because you might not catch the first 20, right? Mm-hmm. But somebody's going to see you on 21 and then they be like, man, what else he got?
And then they're going to go
and they're going to go back and see all this back catalog like, oh, this person's for real. And he's like, that's how you get them lifetime fans rather than people who just there for the moment. You get people who, you know, will get a tattoo of you or, you know, like that kind of fan because they're growing with you. They see the growth and all that.
Weird, but yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's why I'm like, okay, let me do more content. Let me be, and it's dope because people give you feedback too. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been getting like good responses from the little content that I've been putting out, and I might not.
It's been funny actually. This has been.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Hilarious.
I'm not getting like no kind of views on it, but I don't have no expectations for it. I'm just kind of just like I'm gonna just keep doing it until I figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think that's the way you got to go about getting an audience.
That's pretty dope.
Shout out to Zaytoven though. Zaytoven is gonna be like. He's like the Jedi of the producer community. He's like one of those guys that's just like, you know, full of wisdom, still out here cooking.
I want to say he's underrated, but he's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call him. I don't want to say he's underrated, but he's definitely...
There's a category of people that they're not underrated, but I feel like their names aren't mentioned enough in certain conversations. But when their names do come up, everybody's like, nobody's like denying the greatness. And he's in that category. I also think Danger is in that category.
Super agree.
Yeah. Always say High Tech is in that category.
Oh, man.
You know, just people like amazing and people respect them, but their names just don't come up enough.
That is High Tech is one of them people. I'm like... That Jonelle Round, bro, it's like one of my favorite records ever, bro.
Facts.
I feel like I still got that Scratch magazine with him in there.
Yeah. High Tech had a style that was, it was dope. Kind of like how Dilla had a style. He didn't have a Dilla style, but he definitely had his own thing where you like, High Tech did that.
Oh, yeah.
And it was always fire. I'd never heard a bad High Tech beat. And he was one of the first people to make, you know, those beat videos that we talk about from YouTube way back in the day that you watch over and over and over again. Yeah, he made a crazy beat making video. I used to watch that joint to death.
Oh yeah. Battle Cat is in that category too.
Yes,
that's facts. Battle Cat is like go, bro. It's like he's like one of the people. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I could tell if like how like a production fan you are. If you say you like Battle Cat, then it's like you know what's up.
In there.
Yeah.
And unquantized, man. He's the definition of unquantized. Yeah, killing it.
Yo, Battle Cat is like the go EA Ski.
That's the homie. EA Ski is also a name that doesn't get brought up enough. Super West Coast legend, and there's certain people like if you go back and you look at their catalog, you like. Damn, I was sleeping. Like, oh, you made that and that and that and those other 600 songs that changed my life. Yeah, it's certain people that don't get mentioned enough. You know who else is like that we know?
Focus.
Okay, you know who else? Focus as well. Yes, definitely Focus. Shout out to Focus. Six Figure Digger.
Oh yeah. I want to get him on here, bro.
Yeah, I think he'd be a great guest.
Because I don't know if people remember, he had a website, bro, that was like all beat making videos. It was like World Star, but it like just had new beat making videos. And this is
Pioneer.
Early 2000s. I think it was like way ahead of its time. If it would have came out like more now, it would be popping. But it was like, dog, this had to be maybe 2004, maybe 2005.
Early.
And I used to love, bro. I used to be on that joint all day, bro.
Fire. If you go back over his discography, you're like, what?
He's out here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he live out here.
I judged the beat battle with him before.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's 6 figure. And early in the tag game.
Very early in the tag game. Shout out to Six Figure Digger. Also, shout out to EA Ski, man. And, also, shout out to Ski Beats.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Person who pasted a link in the chat, we can't click it, so that's probably not a good idea.
Nah, you gotta learn how Instagram works.
And saying me, I'm next up. Remember this. It's not.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm about to get into a thing, man.
Yeah,
I'm about to get into a thing.
That's anytime someone says, "I'm the hottest in the streets," I'm like, "Oh, you're probably trash."
Yeah, you probably not.
You're probably not that good.
It never felt. It's like me answering numbers on my phone that I don't know.
It's not going to end up
I'm
good.
like, you know what? I'm gonna be different this time. I'm gonna answer. Hello, this is about your vehicle warranty. Like, see, ruined it. But yeah, that I will say that approach of I'm the hottest thing. Remember me.
Yeah.
Like, don't sleep on me.
It's like, bro, we're in the middle of a show. Like, I'm not gonna. But I do appreciate that you did a Kobe tribute. I appreciate that.
That's a fact. Salute on that. But the approach, I don't know who caught our show last week with Demand. He's a super dope A&R amongst being other things. But we talked about, in a nutshell, the approach that you should have. And we talked about approaching an A&R, but I do think that the things that we talked about in that certain approach applies all across the board.
Yeah.
Like, your approach is everything. Some people have a strong follow-up game on bad approaches.
Oh, yeah.
So your follow-up game and whatever comes after that bad approach does not matter. An illustration of a bad approach that I keep seeing, and I'll keep saying it, is spamming links to people's DMs. Bro.
He says, y'all won't think that, not saying I'm the hottest, just saying I'm dope. What we're saying, you can be dope, right? But what we're saying, you're one step above the hi, I'm a graphic designer, which you like a cartoon comment that's on everybody. You're spamming. Nobody likes spam, right? So you already put yourself in a weird category. So me going to hear your music, I'm already thinking of you as a spammer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how people approach this kind of
It's
stuff.
very spammy. Your approach should be similar to how you approach people in real life. You wouldn't walk up to a person and say, hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm great. I'm the most awesome person you'll ever meet.
Right. It's like, yo.
That person will be like, yo, you need to get away from me.
Or like when we was in New York and it's like, yo, do you like hip hop? I'm like, yo, no, I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear it.
Just think about natural human interaction. When it comes to being online and doing this music thing, that doesn't all go out the window because you're still communicating and talking to human beings.
Yeah,
so
facts.
once again, just don't walk up to people and tell them about how awesome you are. You know what I mean? Like, be known for something else, have a little charisma, and then you can get into being pitchy. Not only did you go immediately into being pitchy, you went into being pitchy with an attitude.
Right.
Like, whoa, what's the attitude for?
Yeah. Shout out to Larry O.
What up, Larry?
That's a good example of making content, being consistent, and figuring out your lane.
Very much so.
My boy be out here working, man.
Yeah.
Every time I open my IG, it's a new tutorial. I'm like, all right, I like it. I see it.
Yeah, you get me.
Let's see. We're all pretty much firing here. That is facts. That's facts.
Yeah.
You in a room full of snipers in here.
Yeah, it's a fact.
It's
a fact.
It's a bunch of people in here that'll give you the 16 triplet hi-hat.
I don't think you know about the unquantized community. Yes, it's some killers in there. Yeah, that's a fact.
I like that bottle sitting in front of y'all.
Oh yeah, it's our mascot.
Yeah, it's the representation.
You know,
Facts to Go podcast over here. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate it, man.
Young Larry, man.
Awesome. But yeah, don't take it personal, man. We just trying to take this moment to be a teaching moment. If you want to be in this music industry, don't spam, man. Hit somebody up, be like, yo, I'm such and such. If I'm aspiring such and such. Yeah. Be a person. Like, don't hit me with the. Would you like graphic designs?
Yeah, like nah. Actually, I would.
Bro, what program do they use, bro? I need to figure that out for the graphic design joint. Them joints be on, bro.
Bro, they bought it up,
bro. I don't know what program they done filmed.
Why is it just the graphic designers?
That and then there's the cam girls.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like them be the first comments
all the time.
Every time, bro.
They have bought it up. I'm happy it's limited to those two groups of people, but how did whatever they're using not really spread over into other groups of people?
Oh, because they know Let us get a hold of that.
Yeah, but y'all, it sucks because and all the times you ever got or saw any of those graphic designer comments, you never saw a nice comment or a, hey, wait, let me check it out.
Oh, yeah.
None of that.
I feel like I got it from you, but every time someone spams on my comments, I be like, yo, I'm like, yo, comments, promotions are $5. You want a PayPal or Cash App? Bro, they remove them joints so quick.
Yep.
They get them joints up out of there.
He said, hell no. I just sent you my Cash App name. Holla at me.
I remember a few years ago, all the hair pages were spamming. Bro, it's like a wave. Yeah. I just, man, please, I hope no producers figure it out. I hope, man.
Oh, please spam Ron. Don't do none of that.
18 beats for $25. Hey. Like, no.
Here we go.
The market's crashed. Let's see. Y'all got any treatments in there or just bass traps in the corners?
Just bass traps in the corners. Yeah, I'm not recording any Grammy nominated songs out here. I actually don't do any vocals. This is strictly a production area. No mixing being done here. All my mixing is done by Realistic Production. So, yep.
Man, your work always speaks for itself. Confidence is magnificent. Imposing that confidence on each other of shining on them with charisma creates contempt.
Okay.
My dog.
Yeah, he went there.
Said that quite eloquently.
He went there.
I like that.
Siri, pull up my thesaurus, please.
IDK said, gotta hit the road squad. I'll tap on y'all later. Hey, be safe out there, my brother.
My man.
The tune bots can't be defeated, bro.
Yeah. Oh, Billboard Hitmakers in the building.
Hey. Don't number one album, Billboard Hitmakers?
Yes, the very same ones. Billboard Hitmakers are in the building. I gotta give them a proper.
Shout out to them. It's quite fire. Just, knowing people that's got the number one, producing on the number one album in the country. He's still number one, right? I feel like he's still number one.
Still number one, man.
Bro. If not, check out that Roddy Ricch. Go stream. Is it the intro?
And number one. I don't know, but I wouldn't be surprised because they're famous for doing great intros.
I feel like it's the intro. Let me know what you want.
Yeah.
Go stream that joint. Go
That's
crazy.
A fact. I didn't know you didn't do your own mixing, Oracle. Not anymore. I used to, and I would get compliments on my mixing, but now I got Realistic, and he is an engineer, a damn good engineer. He mixes way better than I do. So,
shoot, I same thing, bro.
Yeah, always, just because you can do something,
man.
Hey, it doesn't mean that you should be the one doing it. If you come across and you can team up with somebody that can do the one thing you do great, let that person do that. Yep.
I was laughing because it was all these spamtronics.
Spamtronics.
This is a good one. Spamber alert. Points. I like that one.
That was a good one. I ain't heard that one yet.
Amster spam.
Amster spam.
That was a good one.
$7.99 pack is dope, by the way. We both said thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. JDT in the building.
So yeah, it was the intro on the Roddy Ricch joint. If not, go stream that joint a bajillion times. Hit that Bieber stream
a bajillion more times.
Did you see when Bieber and all them was giving instructions on how to stream the album?
That's terrible, bro.
Yeah. I definitely wrote them like, note to self.
Right. Pause. Put on you sleep. Don't refresh your screen. I'm like, bruh.
Add it to playlist.
Stop. It's a bit much. Now it's like me trying to describe how to do a zap.
Oh yeah.
Like there's too many instructions, bro.
It was a comment about a zap. Hold on. I'm gonna find it. It was Zulu Child. He said, Oracle, we gotta have that real talk about zaps. I reached out to programming about writing scripts and I don't know how to Cliff Pro, solo automation.
Oh yeah.
That we talked about.
Yeah, I actually it's kind of a cool story. So I met Zulu Child a while ago and whatever. I think I had talked to him before. He had did some consultations. I was talking about Ableton, and there were things he was asking about, but he didn't really have Ableton itself down like that. And it was kind of one of those things like it will be talking about division when you kind of got to get the addition and subtraction down to understand division or whatever. Right. So anyway, he really jumped into Ableton. He went hard at it. Got such a good understanding of it that a year later, we were having a call about something else and we got into it. And then I was able to tell him about like this programming thing that I can put inside of Ableton and all that. And Now he has it and he knows how to use it.
Oh, that's right.
But if I would have told him that early on when I met
He
him,
wouldn't have.
he probably would have never used it because it
Right.
would have been like kind of
Too over the head.
Exactly. So shout out to him for doing things the right way. And now he's super nerded out. You asking me about CliffX? You super nerded out.
Let's see. What do you call mixing in your mind? Because I'm always applying compression EQ while making the track.
You know, that's kind of a good point.
That is.
Honestly, that is mixing.
It's mixing as you go, I guess.
Yeah, mixing as you go, but terrible term. Not mixing to completion.
He needs some milk.
He needs some milk.
By the way, the book coming in 2020, Oracle. No, I don't know about this book, man.
Any date for the live event yet? Here's the thing with the live event. We pretty much know it's gonna be between 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The 1 is pretty much solidified, but they haven't gave us the confirmation. So we haven't told anybody.
Yeah.
So we might push it just to give people more time.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure people have enough time. Because people come from out of town. Like, every show we've done, people came from Florida, California,
Canada.
Seattle. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So we want to make sure people got enough time. So,
Yeah. So
It's
we
gonna-
will keep y'all posted. For sure.
yeah. But it's going to be enough time for y'all to get, situated, come through. But I'm hyped. I'm excited about it.
Me
I
too.
wish it would happen sooner than later.
Right.
But, you know.
we gotta give the folks time, man. So we didn't forget about y'all. Trust me. As soon as we know and things are solidified, we in there.
Yeah, because it's not just one room we got to book. We got to book, like...
The building.
Yeah, pretty much.
We gotta book the whole building.
Let's see. I used to use a video from your engineer learning how to EQ my 808s.
See,
That boy
There you go.
realistic good.
oh, that boy is really good. Oh, we got something coming too, very, very soon. I think people are gonna like it.
Hey.
Yeah, we got a few things coming, man. Shout out to Realistic. That's my guy. I talked to that dude yesterday for 3 hours.
Oh yeah, he's good people, man.
Yeah, we putting some things together, man.
So this is a good question. How do you make more interesting melodies and hooks? How can an artist create more interesting melodies and hooks to draw in the listener?
Well, one good trick that a lot of people know, some don't. You ever do like the octave thing with your melodies?
Oh,
So-
all the time.
Yeah. So this is
Do
one trick or
I?
technique that people use when they're making beats. If you have a regular melody or whatever in the verse, you can kind of like going into the hook. You can kind of drop it down an octave, or change the patch of whatever is playing the melody. And I use arpeggiators to make counter melodies.
Oh yeah. Always works.
Yeah, Ableton arpeggiator is kind of limited and kind of primitive, but if I put it on like a low rate and kind of shift some things around, it'll play random notes
Get a
or a
little
certain
vibe.
set of notes in between other notes, and you can make some dope melodies that way.
And I say too, I feel like, I don't know if I've seen it somewhere, but the hum method,
Oh yeah,
because it's a fine line between being interesting and then too much, right? And if you can't really sing along with it, then I feel like it's too much. So it's like, to me, that's when if you see me making a beat, I sound crazy, dog. Because I'm in there like the whole time, like whistling, like singing, doing stuff over top of the beat. But it's because I'm trying to figure out the melody in my head because I'm like singing over top of it. And I just don't sing well. So it's a little disconnect between my brain and my voice. But, I feel like if you master that, it kind of keeps it interesting. And then two, a big trick is like EQ. Like how you EQ something. Because sometimes in the verse, I'll EQ something differently than I do in the hook, which gives this kind of contrast. You know what I mean? It's
Mixing
like,
it together.
there you go.
yeah,
No, even in just like I'll cut off the highs on certain stuff. So it's like in the verse, it sounds like it's just a different feeling to that same sound. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of the same thing with the octave of like lowering it down. It makes more space for like the vocal to kind of pop out, and then it's like when it feels full when it's back in.
exactly. That's pretty dope. Oh, also speaking of humming and all that type of stuff, if you're an Ableton user, I don't know if other DAWs have this. You could hum into an audio track, and then you can convert that to melody.
Oh yeah.
You could just right click and go, convert convert into MIDI, and it'll make a melody for you right there.
Unless you
Also with drums too. If you beatbox, you could turn that into a MIDI drum pattern. Then you just plug in your drums or whatever, just drag it onto your drum rack, and you good to go.
Unless you like me and you just out of key. Like my singing is trash, bro. My singing is trash.
Maybe you could sing and put some auto tune on it, and
sound like Travis Scott,
and then go from there.
Straight up.
One thing I do know about the convert audio to MIDI in Ableton, I believe it converts what it hears after any plugins you have on that track.
Oh, for real?
So if you were, and I might have to double check on this, but if you were to hum and have auto tune on that track, it might convert the melody based off of what is coming out of auto tune.
I'm about to be out here
getting it. Trizzle Scott, straight up.
Oh man, if you just bored one day, just put on auto tune in a heavy setting. And just sing. It's not. I understand why rappers want it.
It's fun.
It's so fun, bro.
It's old school. It's new school singing into the fan.
Oh, bro, it's so much fun, bro. Yeah. I might do that when I go home.
Just auto tune it up.
Yeah, I'm going straight Future.
Just gonna have bad speakerphone calls on auto tune.
Yo, I don't know if my brother's in here. We used to call people, like prank call people with the talk box. Bro, it used to be the funniest joint, bro. Yeah, we used to just call people and do little runs and stuff all the time. People be so confused, bro.
I want to blow your mind.
Let's see. Oh, it was a good question here. What do you look for in a Mac or PC for a laptop for music production?
Oh wait, hold on, because that's a rant for me. But hold on, it says, you mean you can load a old school sample and get the MIDI? You can, but you're gonna have to do some
cleaning up.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some editing depending on how much is going on in the sample. But you'll get close. You'll get a lot of ghost notes.
Yeah.
But there's a Max for Live plugin that I just got recently. It's called Ghostbusters, and you can set it to omit notes of a certain length. So if you got these extra short notes, because those are the ones that you're gonna have to get rid of. If you set it to these short notes, yeah, it'll take those out, and then you're left more so with the sustainable notes. Then you can figure out the chords and kind of, just drag them around where you want.
I'm learning. I'm over here writing this note to self.
Man, don't get me on my Max for Live rant. I got so many new Max for Live plugins lately. Oh my god,
you gotta put me on.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. I'll try to think of some more as we talk. But yeah, H2O Av. That is technically true, and I do that sometimes.
People be sleeping on it. It's the little features of Ableton where you be like, bruh. I'm sure something else does it, but Ableton got that joint down packed of like,
yeah.
Especially if it's a guitar, I feel like it works well, and
perfect.
It's a piano, it works well. If it's got drums and stuff in there and a bunch of, it gets a little weird, but
yeah,
it's pretty good.
I'm not an evangelist for no reason. Like, Ableton is just the shit. But anyway. You had a question.
Yeah, so the question, hold on, let me find it real quick. What do you look for in a Mac or PC for a laptop for music production?
All right, I guess
Here it comes.
No, not gonna do it.
We're gonna be civil today.
I'm gonna speak from the PC side. Okay. Well, I guess this is for.
It's really the same.
It's the same across the board. As far as PCs go, currently anything 32 gigs of RAM or above, because the 16 gig days are about done. A SSD drive, at least one SSD drive. I prefer computers that have a SSD drive and a regular drive, or two SSD drives. The SSD drive should be a minimum of 1 terabyte, and the second drive for me has to be a minimum of 2 terabytes. So I need at least 3 terabytes on board at all times. No processor less than an i7. I don't really care too much about the graphics card. I'm not into that. I need at least 3 USB ports, HDMI port. And if we keep it PC, it has to be touchscreen. And just because I like what I like, it wouldn't hurt if it's a convertible or 2-in-1.
Not mad at that. I would say, okay, I'm the Mac guy, right? It's obvious, right? And Oracle's a PC guy. I will say, it depends on what DAW you want to use, is one thing. And then 2, if you like I don't like PC. I don't like the interface of PC, right? So that's why I use Mac. I prefer the Mac GUI, the interface, the how it works, right? If that doesn't bother you, a PC is gonna be a way cheaper investment, right? Because it's a couple issues with Macs. Like my computer right now, I had to buy it as maxed out as possible because you can't upgrade it the way they make them. If you get a MacBook Pro, right? So you got to get the RAM that you want. You got to get the hard drive space that you want because it's all one piece. You know what I'm saying?
Like soldered in.
Yeah, it's all one piece. So if that's the case, if you're a Mac person like me, then make sure you get those same specs. But if it doesn't really matter between Mac and PC, PC might be a better bet for you. Price range.
Yeah, price range is probably going to be a better bet.
You weren't expecting me to say that, would you?
No, I was not. We kept that real simple.
Yeah.
We kept it real simple.
I mean, because I always go on the fence about getting a PC. But I just don't like I don't like Windows. That's really what it is for me. I just don't like the way it works. And I've had a Mac since 06.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
hey, man. That's a really good question, though. And I'm pretty sure I'm about to come out with some information and maybe a few guides for people that are looking for computers. Because I personally, I was so able or so ready to answer that question because I'm actually on that hunt for a new computer.
you about to upgrade.
Yeah, it's about that time. So I've been looking around, and you know, I'm pretty particular about what I would use. And I try to buy stuff ahead of the curve. Like the computer I have now, I bought so long ago that it's just now getting outdated. But it's been a long time. And that one laptop run.
Oh yeah,
all
that
this
fire.
So yeah.
Let's see. Waves just came out with a new plugin specifically for that. Oh, son, what's it called, Shawty? Let me check that joint out.
Facts.
That's a game changer. Mad plagiarism about to take place. Hey man, it ain't plagiarism if you flip.
That's a fact.
Would you be willing to work with any new artists that haven't really made a name for themselves?
Me personally, no, and it's not because of their new artists or I don't know them. It's just that right now I'm not really
in that mode.
I'm not in that mode to work with new artists. But when I am in that mode, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed. They just gotta be talented and just gotta have the right mindset. That's really the two things. Because I'm telling you, it's so many people that's like, yo, make me a beat, let's do this. And it's like, bro, it don't work like that. Like, we need to make, if we're gonna do a 10-song project, we need to make 60 songs.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you have that kind of work ethic that we can knock that out?
Do we have that type of chemistry where it's even possible and worth both of our time? Because people gotta realize it's about time. You can want something to happen, but the amount of time you takes is dependent on the chemistry that you have. And if the chemistry is bad, you're going to spend mad time. And if you spend mad time with bad chemistry, you're just going to spend a lot of time developing a bad product most of the time. So I'd rather go in, see if we have a chemistry, knock out a few joints, assess from there, and then see where we can go.
Because there's certain people you work with and you just vibe. You just like, they get it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I've had a couple people that I've worked with, it's been like that. But then I've had people that it's just like, it's like pulling teeth trying to make a record. You know what I mean? So it's just like, it just depends. Yeah. I would have to believe in that person a lot.
Yeah.
And at this point, I need to get something out of it. I'm not just making projects just to be.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
We don't really have time like that.
Yeah. It's like my time's so limited. It's like, yo, I gotta.
Yeah.
Either we doing something or we not, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of past, right now, it's a couple things I'll turn down because I'm kind of past just doing things for the fun of it. Like some things, like, yeah, that would be fun to do, but I got to do it all the time, and now it's a big thing, and I don't really see the benefits. It's a lot of things going on.
I feel like I have to drop a project just because I haven't. I feel like it's just one of them things it's going to irk me if I don't do it.
Are you going to?
I feel like I need to, but it's just really finding the time to sit down and focus on one thing like that. I've been so in business mode.
Yeah. And
then it's like I just make beats when I can. It's like I'm waking up early to make beats, or I'm staying up to make beats. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. I want to make a beat. I want to make a beat this weekend, but
I
can't.
Oh, I'm cooking up.
Yeah.
I'm cooking up this weekend.
I want y'all to cook up during the Super Bowl.
Oh yeah. Bro, I didn't even know Super Bowl was going on. I feel so out of the loop.
Yeah. Yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a lot going on tomorrow, so I ain't gonna be doing much beat making.
How much things you doing? A lot. Let's see. Will Realistic do a video with the audio to MIDI converter?
I don't know. That's a good idea. We might be able to pull that off. Yeah.
Young B-Von Music said, yo, what's good, fellas?
What up? What up?
What's good, man? How are you?
What up, B-Von?
PC is more flexible. That is true. As a Mac guy, it's certain stuff I can't fight.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely more flexible. I hate where that you can't customize it. But I like what I likes.
Yeah. That's a fact.
I likes what I likes.
I'm not saying anything, man.
I've tried to get. I brought a PC and used it maybe 3 times. I just use it to like. I don't even want to say what I was using it for. It was just very minimal. You know what I was using it for?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
Anyway, I couldn't get with it, bro. I just don't like I hate Windows, bro. I hate it. It's like iPhone versus Android to me.
I don't think it's that much different from Mac though.
It's like dumb stuff. Like the buttons are always on the opposite side. Like how the X's and stuff. It's always the opposite. So I get so like making a beat and stuff.
That's funny because that's my problem with Mac. But I kind of what opened my mind was having both Android and iPhones. I got used to kind of being ambidextrous with the OSs. So now I don't have the disdain for the Mac layout like I used to. I used to be like, man, this is over there and this is here, but I just don't have a Mac. Being this far into the game, it just wouldn't make sense for me to get a Mac.
Because like, you know, like I've been trying to do more streaming stuff, and it's been a pain with this. With the MacBook, and I got like a pretty decent MacBook.
Yeah.
Like I went kind of crazy, but it's
not
still,
even it's not old either.
Yeah, but it's still like, you know, streaming requires a lot,
Yeah.
and the fact that I can't upgrade my computer, that part bothers me. So I've been thinking about getting a PC.
Yeah,
I'm not that invested yet to go get one, but I might build one. I might do that. That might be a little project.
Oh man, that's old school. I did that in a long time.
It seemed like it would be fun.
I used to miss building desktops. That used to be my joint. Get a tower. Man, I have so much stuff. Like, around the time I met you, I still had
Oh, yeah, you did.
Bro, I had like 16 terabytes in the computer. It was crazy.
I feel like that would be fun with the LEDs and the little fog thing. Yeah, I feel like
your little cooling machine and some lights in that joint.
I feel like if I do it, I'll be invested.
It's like a Honda Civic sitting on your desk.
Fast and the Furious.
That's a fact. But I will say, man, in 2020, 32 gigs of RAM is now going to be the standard. If you have 16 now, it's still cool. It's still cool, but
it's going
as early as next year or maybe the end of this year is going to be obsolete.
Damn, son.
Yeah, and that's going to be how people look at 8 gigs. And you can't even find a 4 gig.
Oh, yeah. You get laughed out of here with a 4 gig.
Yeah, they're like, yo, you might as well use your phone, bro.
Which is crazy.
Yeah, phones are starting to step it up.
They need their ass whooped for how much they charging for that new Mac tower. You know what it is? I feel like Mac is like a high fashion line. They just got random pieces that someone's stupid enough to buy.
$800 white t-shirt.
Yeah, somebody's gonna buy it, so they just do it just because.
Yeah. Now I will say the new Mac, like the souped up, super crazy price, very good machine.
Oh yeah, it's
amazing machine. It's just
the price.
It's hella expensive.
Yeah,
it's hella expensive.
I prefer Mac too. Yeah, it's just, bro. I think my first computer was a Mac. And then I had a PC Wave. My first computer, like, at 11 years old, was a Mac, right? And then I had a couple little Gateways. What was the joint with the cow on it?
That was Gateway.
Yeah, Gateways. I had a couple Gateways. And then 2005, I had the white MacBook. Damn, I had a clamshell somewhere in there too, bro.
Woo!
So I've been Macked up for a long time. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So Macking, son.
For me, it just makes the most sense.
Or can we have a phone call about the tips before? Yeah, facts. Yeah, let's talk. I'll hit you. Young Realistic. Let's make that happen.
Well, see, you can upgrade the RAM and add 1 terabyte hard drive to it. Not no more, shouty. Not in these new MacBook Pros.
Yeah, I think it depends on the one that you get.
Yeah, if you get the thicker ones with the still got the USB-C, you can upgrade those. But that's the only other thing too that I would say I don't like about my MacBook is this USB-C. It is the stupidest shit ever, bro. I hate it.
And they try to make you connect everything to it,
bro. It's one, I missed the magnet thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm clumsy and I'll like trip over it.
Yeah.
That magnet used to just kind of just pop out.
There is a company that still makes that. You take the piece and you actually put the piece inside of your machine. They make it for phones too. And it just kind of stays inside of your machine, and then the chargers.
I need to get that.
Magnet. I'll put you on. I'll send you the link to that.
Yeah, I need to get that. And then, I keep a USB-C adapter in my glove compartment because I went to go DJ and forgot to bring the adapter and was sick. I had to go run to Best Buy.
Yeah, but then so when you hook that up, it gives you what, USBs?
It just allows you to pull these. Like I have to have this to plug USB in.
And what does it cover up when you plug it in?
It's just like a little. It's the same for your power.
Okay.
It's the same.
Oh, okay. Got
So
it.
that's dope that you can plug your power in any of these joints and it works.
Yeah.
But
yeah, see, it's not good when you have to buy accessories to get average stuff done. But yeah, I'm stupid for USBs. I got like on this joint, I gotta have it's a USB on that side, but I got the two here and then the HDMI. I gotta have 3 USBs. Gotcha.
We'll see.
Minimum.
What type of project Trizza? I've thought about this a lot. If I did a project, it would be very house music kind of driven.
That'd be dope.
I really enjoy house music, like I don't want to use that word, but more urban house music. More like
real trash.
If y'all listen to Selection, like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not like Night at the Roxbury, like not that, but like more like a little soul in there.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah. So if I ever did a project, and I would want to do like crazy videos, like visuals with it.
Would it be all instrumental or?
No.
Okay, you get some folks on there.
Yeah, because I just know what I listen to, and I would want to make stuff that I could play out DJing. That would be really my whole point of like producing this. Like I could DJ with these records.
Yeah.
And it's hard to DJ with just straight instrument. I mean, you could do it, but people will need them hooks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
While you DJing at a party, so I definitely would have some kind of artist on there. Like K Tronada, like is a very good example of like I really respect what he does. I really like his projects.
Super dope.
Yeah. I'm cooking up now. Hey man, it's no other way. Serious question. What's a good headphone that I could also use for mixing?
I'm not really the guy for that. I do not like using headphones. Yeah. And when I do use headphones, much like this room, it's only for production. I don't do a lot of my own mixing anymore. And if I was, I probably would not mix through headphones if I had a choice.
That is
so
same here. If I could do speakers, I only just like headphones is if I have to.
Yeah. Yeah. So saying all that to say, I don't know a good set of headphones to mix through, but realistic, if you're still in here and if you haven't already answered this question down in the chat, could you help this person out? Because I know you know.
Yeah. I haven't cooked up in a little bit. As hard as you have other things to handle. Yeah. As someone who has a lot of other stuff to handle, I feel you, my dog.
Yeah. Oh, I got a real quick topic real quick.
What's popping?
So you know the saying. I'm examining a lot of sayings that we've been living by. The saying is, if you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
That's bullshit.
That is
the dumbest.
Totally false.
It's the dumbest thing ever, bro.
As a matter of fact, I would caution you
that more work.
Yeah, the thing that you love, watch out turning that into your job. Just know that it's going to become work and it's going to become a job, and therefore it's going to take on the characteristics of any other work or job. And in that trade-off, it's probably going to lose some of the fun aesthetic of it. Because
that is very true.
A lot of times it's something that you would do just for your escape. So a lot of times you would do it not expecting a certain payoff, not having to live your life by this thing that you do just for fun, and it gives you a good feeling. Once that does become your job, it is now a job, and it is work, no matter how fun it is. And a little bit of that feeling is going to wear off, and then eventually it may turn into the thing that you want to do the least, because now it's what you have to do the most, and it's scheduled. It's not as recreational as it once was. So not saying that you can't do what you love and have a fulfilling career and all of that stuff, but just know that there are caveats to it, and just because it's a saying does not make it true.
Bro, I don't, and not like being in a club, because I've DJed so much. It's like I'm in the club listening, like, oh, that was a good transition. I should study that. I'm thinking of everything of like, oh, like business, like, or
Right.
even when making beats. It's hard for me just to make beats sometimes because I'm thinking like, oh, I should get this writer on there. I should do this.
Yeah.
And sometimes I just need to make music just to make music.
Just to have fun.
But
right?
I have that little, because I've been working in the industry. You know what I mean? It's like I've been in the studio so much, bro, that I got this thing about me that I have to like, oh, this got to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just make beats for fun anymore. It's like, you know, it's a job now.
Yeah, and it feels different. Than it used
Yeah.
to.
So yeah, that's a good point because I hear people talk about that. I'm like, no, bro, it's even more work, bro. Like,
Yeah. I mean, the fun stuff about it is still there, but now you have to do it. You have to do it on the schedule. You have to get this payoff, or now it's not really worth your time, and just a lot that comes with
and
it.
especially like what we do in like art and entertainment, it's not really structured. So you have to be really structured. I feel like we have to be over structured
Yeah.
to compensate for the lack of structure everywhere else.
Yeah, you have the structure for this impersonal type of career, and you know,
Which is work, man. The structure and all that shit is work.
yeah,
That shit is hella work.
yeah, and you gotta work really hard to make a living off of music. Is not the easiest thing in the world to do. You know what I mean? It's everywhere. It's in everything, but no one would classify it as a need, except for people that already make it. You know what I mean? So, in terms of what's important in life, music can be down there so much that making it your career and finding the right audience to support you can be a little tougher than if you were doing something else. But we are two people here to show you it's possible. It's super possible.
Right.
It's all, you know, it's pretty much all we do. Same with a lot of people out there. I know some of y'all, that's all that y'all do, but it's not the easiest thing in the world, man. So shout out to anybody that's making a living off of music, even if it's a little bit of your living off of music. The fact that you can turn that passion of music into money makes you kind of a superhero.
The fact that music isn't a tangible thing and then people sell it, and that's hard in itself.
Bitcoin.
Selling stuff that ain't tangible is super hard. It's super, super hard, bro.
That's a fact. That is a fact.
What year is your Mac, Trizza? I believe it's 2018. Pretty sure it's 2018. Early 2018.
Nice.
Build a PC is much easier. So many sites and tools that help you pick compatible parts.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's not tough, but it's scary for somebody to go inside of their machine.
Or build a Hackintosh. I haven't. How do you feel about Hackintoshes?
I don't. Yeah. I don't. I'm gonna pick a side.
Yeah, I feel you.
Why would I don't understand why I would have a Mac to run Windows on. Nor do I.
Yeah.
Okay, I can see the other way around, having a PC to run Mac on. But at the same time, I'm like, just get a Mac.
Yeah, someone when I was trying to stream, I had hit this dude to help me set up my OBS, and he's like, "Why don't you just put was it crossover and install Windows?" I'm like, "Don't curse at me. Don't you ever talk to me like that." Like, bro, what are you talking about? No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not with them Franken systems.
You remember that before Fruity Loops was crossover? That was like, it would be all these producers and they have MacBooks with Windows on it.
Yep.
I used to think that was so crazy. Like,
yeah, I used to see that like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I can't do it. Let's see. Any Mac after 2015 can't be modified. Yep, that's sucks, bro.
Somebody told me the other day that I should use Mac just to expand my knowledge base.
I don't think it's for you. I know what kind of person you are. You are not the.
Yeah, and it's not that I don't know how it works. Who was telling me? Tim was telling me I should use a Mac just to expand my knowledge base. I was like, I know how they work, and that's why I don't use one. But man, shout out to Tim. We had a real good PC versus Mac conversation.
He on the Mac.
Yeah, he on the Mac now. Yeah.
Young OGs was popping, bro.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, OGs makes some of the dopest videos.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
He be
go
going
ham.
there. Yeah, he be going there, man. Shout out to OGs, man. Super dope producer too, man.
Hey, can you explain or suggest about basic knowledge and stuff how to survive in music production? Do you mean as in business or survive as in like creating?
Yep, two different sides.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah, because that's two totally different things.
Yeah.
Trizza, I can see you making a passion fruit. That's kind of vibe. Yeah, you know what I mean? Heavy side chain, you know what I mean?
Hey.
You know what I mean? That's how I'm trying to be. You can upgrade the RAM in the new 27-inch iMac. Damn, bro.
Yeah, that's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
That's a big boy.
Have either of you wanted to be an artist yourself? I feel like most producers start off. Oracle got a 16 on deck right now.
I do. H2O Ave is in here. I did that 16 with him. That was the last 16 I ever did.
I feel like we all started as wanting to rap, and then I just kind of realized that I was terrible at the rapping part.
Yeah.
It was like, I feel like everybody has the same story of, yo, we should rap. All right, cool. We need some beats. All right, cool. And then somebody starts messing with the beats, and it's like, all right, I'm better at this than I am rapping. So let me leave this alone.
The beats was more fun.
Yeah.
I definitely started out as a rapper, and I started out young. I was like always the youngest one around, and I was good. I ain't gonna lie, I was good, but I saw production, and I was like, man, the hell with this, bro. So I quit. I quit early in the game, and then I did like a couple joints after that, and the last one was with H2O Ave in our college dorm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I retired early. I probably retired my first time when I was 14.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I think that question about surviving in the profession was about more the business side. So how can someone with basic knowledge in music production survive in this profession and get some money? The one thing that in that sentence that I don't say throws me off, but I would say the basic knowledge, right? You have to be. This is like one of the most competitive fields that you could be in. It's up there with like trying to make it in the NBA sports. It's that competitive. So basic knowledge. My first thing I would try to learn as much as I can, and really understand what I'm getting into, because basic knowledge ain't going. It's like people who are in IT. It's like it's certain certificates that is like it gets you in the door,
right? But you can't.
But you ain't gonna make the big bucks until you get them. What is it?
I don't even know what them joints are.
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere I had a conversation about IT the other day, so that's what made me think of it. But I would say expand that, and you got to separate yourself, because
that's really a good one too. Definitely separating yourself. I would add to that with music is music in the creative sense, but when it comes to the business, it's much like other businesses. So even though you're asking how to survive in the business side of music, I would really say read and learn a lot about just not basic, but just business practices. Mm-hmm. Like for instance, you're going to need to market. Read a lot of marketing books. Get some marketing courses. You know what I mean? The same stuff that applies to other businesses also applies to music. It's just when it comes to that creative point, you kind of got to switch gears and start looking at other places. But I would say examine your career, whatever it is as a producer. Look at all the avenues that you'll need, like content creation, marketing, how to reach out to people and network, things like that. And then you could get those bits of information or that knowledge just from general business courses, and then just apply that to music.
Man, I learned so much more stuff from like real estate and like
that
kind of vibe, and just applying it to what we do now.
Yeah, most of the stuff that we do now comes from somewhere else. Like all this like automation and productivity stuff that we're into, the courses we watch and the people that we follow and all that. None of those people are in music.
No.
They have no clue. No clue, but it all comes from different industries and then just applied to music.
Facts. Do you have a place where you get your vocal acapellas?
Yeah, Mr. DJ, do you?
I do, because I'm part of Record Pool, so they kind of send them out. But I would say check YouTube. I don't know.
Yeah.
But a lot of times YouTube has some acapellas on there.
Oh, okay. So this is Max for Live plugin.
I thought I got to plug in for everything.
That's how I start every story. I forgot the name of it. I'll figure it out by the time I finish explaining. But what it does is it takes a song, it analyzes it, and then it bounces it out into 3 or 4 different tracks. I need that. One is isolating the vocals, one is the bass, and the other is the drums, I believe. And It's pretty cool, and considering what it does and how fast it does a pretty good job. The vocals I would describe as more. You heard those DIY vocals, kind of like that quality.
I'm not bad,
but still, and it was made for DJs because they were like sometimes it's hard to mix two songs together. Like the keys could be right, the tempos could be right, but there's so much going on. But if you could just take the vocals,
I need that,
and isolate the vocals from this song.
I need that.
I will tell you the name of it in a minute. It'll come to me.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
How are some deal structures when a producer signs to another producer, like the pay structure?
Every deal is different.
Yeah.
That is really most likely going to be structured on how the person presenting the deal wants it structured, and then ultimately it'll be structured however that negotiation goes.
And it's publishing deals, it's production deals. Two separate things. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bunch of different ways that could work. You know, part of the publishing, some of the, 50-50 split on the publishing. On the production, it could be like this producer charges a certain amount and you get paid a standard rate. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a bunch of different variations of what that could be. So it all depends on, what that person's offering and what you're going to. But yeah, it's not like a one answer on that one. She said business and creative. Creative, I would say self-plug, get the music producer mindset, the course. Teach you how to, make music start to finish. Flipping samples, creating melodies, laying drums, arranging. We should probably do something with the music business.
Now you're talking.
And we could finesse that one.
Yeah, it's not a lot of that out there.
It's not.
What is out there is usually not that great.
Yeah, it's be trash. Yeah, we may need to do that.
You know what else too? And this is a total random topic. I feel like a lot of people who are out there, they may understand the business of music, or not just music business, but whatever they're talking about. But I think the advantage that, say, like you or myself or people like us have is that we'll know about it, but we also have the experience.
Yeah, we've been through it.
Yeah, we've actually been through it. It's one thing to know about something really well. It's another thing to say, well, when this happened to me,
right.
And then when the complete opposite of that happened to me. Like, we kind of been on both sides of a lot of this stuff. So,
and then two is, I feel like between the people that we know, like knowing A&Rs and knowing lawyers and stuff, that we could get to speak on the details that, you know what I mean? I feel like that would make a dope little. You gotta put that on the list.
Yeah, facts.
Let's see. Isotope has a plugin that makes acapellas.
Oh, damn, what was the name of that joint? I can't remember the name of any plugins today. There was another one made by, they make Elevator Boy and Space Boy. I forgot the name of the company, but I think Space Boy might be the one. That joint, I was using that joint like probably back in 05, 06. That was pretty alright too.
So the apprentice said, "You pod now." Oh, that's funny.
Oh man.
Official Subsonic says, just make sure you're prepared to, when you go in negotiations, have a template contract helps a lot. I don't necessarily agree with the template. Because I'm telling you, a lot of these situations, it's all like you gotta adjust. So that's why I have a lawyer. We know I'm going in. I know what the goal is, and I'm trying to adjust to that. Because these templates, you don't know who wrote them shits up, and the wording in these contracts is so important. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why,
a good point.
Yeah, because a lot of these contracts online, it'd be like, bro, I've heard so many horror stories about people getting something randomly online and not understanding what it is, and then they done sold some dumb shit, you know what I mean? And it's just in a weird spot, you know? Yeah. So,
how you walk into your music negotiation with a real estate contract template?
There you go, sir.
Why does it keep saying the unit?
But I will say, negotiate everything.
Definitely.
Everything.
100%.
Everything.
Yeah.
See, my question is not about getting money, but staying in the profession needs some things to move forward. So it's not about money to make it move forward in life or achieve goals. So what do you feel like you need to Well, we might have to come back next week because they about to kick us off IG.
Oh yeah, it's about to be over, man. It's a good show. I had a couple topics. Zulu Child brought up something good, so I was gonna get into that. I guess we can talk about that next week too. But what you got, man?
Newest kid on the producerkit.com, Power Level Melody Loops, going crazy. Beats by J Black did a crazy video, chopping up loops from there. Busy just did a video using them joints. Go check them out. The producerkit.com. It's fire. Comes with melody loops. If you get the deluxe, it comes with MIDI, and it also comes with the stems.
Wow, that's a lot. I'm on board. Also, if you haven't, man, check out soundoracle.net. Torch the Globe. It's the newest kit between with me and the Young Realistic Productions. We got a whole bunch of musicians from around the world. Had them do their thing on whatever their instrument or voice is, and then built top 40 melodies around them. It also comes with MIDI, and it's amazing. Go check out the site. Also, go check out my IGTV channel. We have a ton of behind-the-scenes footage, so you can see how dope those people were and how many mics Realistic put on that cello.
Yo, I was like, yo,
How
many mics does this guy got?
5011 mics, bro. Somebody thought when I put 5011 mics, they thought it was a brand.
Yeah, we didn't start that.
5011 mics. I was like, yo, what kind of mics are those? Where can I get 5011
Brand
mics?
new USB mics from Sound Oracle. 5011.
Yeah, you got that new 5011 mic?
How you spell that?
50? I don't know.
5011.
5011.
5011.
Lemm.
Lem. That's some real.
Yeah, it's like both of them.
Both of them. All right, y'all. Peace out.